Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Hallie. Today I am going to react to Patricia Bright $1 million investment portfolio. And for those who don't know who Patricia Bright is, Alexa, are you on? No, you're not on. Alexa, who is Patricia Bright?
Patricia Bright is an American writer of fantasy since 1993 and author of the Mercy
That's
Thompson.
not the one. Alexa, who is Patricia Bright?
Patricia Bright is a YouTuber with 2,900,000 subscribers. Since creating their channel on the 21st of February 2009, they have received 323,266,256 views on 757 uploads.
Damn. Sis is getting money. So that is the introduction of Patricia Bright. I have read her book. I've been watching her since I was at university. She is one of my favorite YouTubers. Grab your cup of tea, coffee, water. Let's sit down and see what we can learn from this amazing woman.
Yeah, buy gold.
Oh, new background. I like her new office. That color is elegant. I love the dark green. Looks good. It's different. One day I'll get my own studio, guys. Help your girl out here. Subscribe to my channel. Get me in an office.
Hello there, my name is Patricia Bright. Welcome to The Break, where we're giving you the tools and resources you need to learn, grow, and navigate life like a boss and make money moves in the process. People say, yeah, buy gold, buy Bitcoin. And you're like, are you even someone I should even be listening to? Do you even have gold or Bitcoin? Like, really? And then there's people like me who are in the middle who know that we need to be investing. And you know, we don't need that much jargon. We just need to get there, you know? Just give it to me hard and fast.
Hard and fast. No jargons, hard and fast. Straight to the point. I like that. Straight to the point.
That's what she said. So what is investing? Investing is basically the principle of putting something in today for the expectation of receiving a return in the future. You can invest in yourself. I know it sounds really cliche.
Actually, I agree with her on this point. I mean, it does sound cliche. There are a lot of people trying to scam individuals who are not well versed in financial knowledge. And this is that you don't want to become a victim of someone that's selling courses that trying to sell you a dream and actually not giving you that tools for you to be able to do it on your own. And don't be quick to pay someone for information if you can get them for free. I mean, who remembers J.A. Wealth? J.A. Wealth, you know, that bunch of guys, you know, in their suits and scamming students out of thousands of pounds for a course that they can get information for free on the internet. I mean,
investment every time. Like, think about that first. So let's now talk about the assets, the juicy bit, the Wolf of Wall Street, the thing that you guys have all seen everywhere and want to know about. So yes, you can invest in the stock market, and via the stock market you can buy stocks, shares, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, options, FX, all this stuff.
Technically capital markets, and some what she has listed is not all under the umbrella of stock market. Some of what she has mentioned are actually called publicly traded securities, like bonds. But it's okay, we can accept it.
Stuff that basically sounds like a lot of jargon to people who maybe are in my position, or maybe, you know, even a little bit less than I do, or maybe a little. The whole idea is you've made a return.
Oh, she's included a graph. I love it.
Has made you $400. Your quid's in, right? And then there's also the option to receive dividends. So if you want to live on a salary, then if you invest in stocks that are dividend paying stocks, you then receive a return that you can live on.
Dividend investing is definitely my next investment. I need to look into this more, also to diversify my current portfolio. So good point, Pat.
There are other assets such as property, another sexy subject matter that...
Yes, property, real estate. Yes, guys, this is where the investment is. This is where the wealth building starts. real assets, the bread and butter of investment.
Buy a property for £50,000 today, and in 10 years from now it's worth £200,000. That is a capital growth of basically £150,000, and it's done nothing but basically sit on the land it was already on. And you can also benefit from receiving rental income if you're a landlord, and you can live off that as well.
Not only your asset increases in value, it also generates cash. Win-win.
I do, and I will get into a little bit more. And then there are other assets, not talked about as much, but they are out there. They are great. So I'm talking about things like gold and grain, which come under commodities, things like art. And if you ever wonder why people like Beyonce and Jay-Z have a $15 million art collection, not just because they like looking at pretty pictures on their yacht. No, it's because they know that that art collection may be worth more in the future.
Arts, that is, I'm not there yet. Who can afford the Mona Lisa? Who can afford a piece of art that's 1 million? Well, you can afford that, you probably don't need to watch this video. Artwork is a very tricky form of asset. The value of the asset increases when the artist is no longer alive. They are no longer able to produce more art, so reducing the supply, but the demand is still there for their artwork. That is something that I will not be investing anytime soon.
So I thought I would share a little bit about my $1 million.
Here we go, getting to the juicy bits.
Everyone loves it. It's a sexy way to draw people in. And what I want to say is that this is not about me showing off. I started from literally nothing, okay? I didn't know anything about finances. I didn't know anything about money or investment.
Come on, Pat, let's be honest. You study accounting at university, you worked at Merrill Lynch, which is a very, very big investment bank, and you also work for Deloitte as an accountant consultant. So to say you started from nothing is a little bit not true, is it?
Or investing, I did not come from a rich background that put me in a position to just, have money to put aside. Like, no, the only thing I had was the clothes on my back and the idea to maybe start thinking about stuff because I hated being utterly broke. So the first asset I have within my portfolio is property. Yes, I have 3 different properties within my portfolio. They're worth in total probably around £1 million to £1.2 million, and they make me a return of about £5,000 on a monthly basis, so 60,000.
Oh boy, she's literally earning someone's salary on her assets alone, and to have 4 to 5% rate of return is actually very, very good. And to achieve this kind of return, I do believe she paid all her properties out in cash. So it means she does not have a mortgage, she doesn't have to pay back the bank for the principal and for the interest. I think she spoke about this in one of her videos.
Number 2, I have a few stocks and I have a few shares, and they are in the wrapper of a pension. Now, I'm going to do a video on pensions, which is like the least sexiest subject, but I realized that in the finance world, people like this stuff.
Well, for now, I am not thinking of building up my pension pot as yet because I am looking for higher rate of return. So at the moment, my own investment portfolio does not include pension.
We're going to invest together, baby girls and guys. We're going to invest together. Watch me. And then I also have money within my business that's wrapped up within products because I have stuff that I'm producing and creating that most people don't know about.
That's right, guys. She has 3 other businesses that she operates. One of them is Y Hair, which I suspect is the one that she's working on and probably bringing out new products in the future. The other business that I can see is called PPM Creative. I mean, all this is public information. In her book, she mentioned that she sold one of her houses to her business. Essentially, she still owns that house. However, the revenue, aka the rental income that she gets from these houses, goes to her business. So she only has to pay a business tax rate of 20%.
So within my company, I'm able to invest. So I've got a lot of liquid cash at the moment, but I am going to be putting it more into multiple different assets, including building and growing my business ideas as well.
Wow, within her company. So she's doing her own personal investment as well as using her business to invest. I mean, thank you, Pat. Thank you.
So the cons when it comes to investing, because there are some cons. As I mentioned before, there's risk. Another reason why investing can be a little bit of a pain or a little bit risky is that if you need that money today for something, if you've got all that money locked up, you can't access it. It might be in a pension, it might be in stocks and shares, it might be in a property.
This is why you need to have an emergency pot.
Anybody who wants to look at investing should do is to start being a saver, okay? You guys have seen me, I talk about my budget template all the time. If you don't know how much money you have available to yourself, don't even start investing. Look at your income, look at your outgo.
This woman is so smart. So she's charging £1.99 for people to download her budget tracker. And so far, there has been around 15,000 downloads. So she's making about £30,000 on one Excel alone. Pat, you just gave me an idea. So I'm going to bring out my own budget tracker.
I'm learning from the experts, and I feel way more equipped today than I did a year ago. I have been using a financial advisor for the longest amount of time.
Wow, that's one of the privilege when you have money. You actually get a financial advisor.
If you want me to share more about what I'm investing in, if you want to know more about my property portfolio, you're going to want to hit the like button. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to go far more into detail about investing into my properties. So make sure you are subscribed.
This is why I do like watching Patricia Bright. She shares her knowledge and she has inspired me to do the same. Recently, I have launched an Instagram page called the Penny Mob UK, where I share daily posts on financial markets, which stocks is hot, what books to read, just to share my knowledge. So if you are interested, please visit the page and give it a follow. That is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and comment down below. And I see you all in the next video.